Stacy here with BluebirdNeedlework.com and Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you for joining me. Today is Saturday, August 15th, 2026. You're probably seeing this video sometime in the middle of the coming week, maybe around the 20th, maybe the 19th. I like to film this on Saturday and get it ready to go midweek for you. Maybe I'll do it a little earlier this week. I don't know. We'll see. You'll get it at some point. This video is about my online needlework shop, BluebirdNeedlework.com. It's a new shop. I opened it up at the end of February, and things have been going well. I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting some sales, so that's exciting. So thank you if you are a customer. I really appreciate you. And I'm adding things to the shop often, like every month I add new things. So I've got quite a bit coming in because a lot of designers are releasing their items for fall and holidays. So I've got some of that here. Let's go ahead and dive into what's new, and then I will talk a little bit about my plans and a little bit about Needlework Market that's coming up next weekend, and we'll go from there. Okay, first, I got some things in from Teresa Kogut, her new release. Actually, I think I've got a couple of them in here. I cannot remember if I showed the Americana release or not. It was sitting on my desk. I will just show it again quickly in case I didn't. So we have His Grace. This one is stitched on it just says 36 count. By Needle and Flax. It doesn't say what the color is. The floss on this one is Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, or DMC 3768, or Weeks Dye Works Red Rocks, or DMC 3777. It finishes, if you do it on the 36 count, it finishes, oh, it doesn't say. His Grace is 167 stitches by 41, and Glory Glory stitch count is 121 by 28. So should be quick little projects, small little pillows. Liberty and Freedom. This is stitched on 40 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax. Liberty and Freedom, stitch counts 129 by 79, and colors, there's 4. Blue Corn by Classic Colorworks, Light Khaki, Dolphin, and Red Rocks, all by Weeks Dye Works. I really like this one. I love the L. I feel like it looks like an old typeset. Patriotic Pals. This one is several. You've got the Patriotic Pals flag pouch with Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Ben Franklin. I think she did a separate Betsy Ross. I don't see Betsy here. Oh, they do have Betsy Ross and a star, 1776. So there's 4 characters you can get, and the star and the pouch. Here's what they all look like. Really cute. I'm a little sad that I didn't get this started or finished at all for the semi-quincentennial. Americans. and what it says and the scroll. It is impossible to capture in the words the splendor of this vast continent which God has granted as a portion, as our portion of his creation. There are no words to express the extraordinary strength and character of this breed of people we call Americans. I don't know if you follow, you see the bald eagle. I'm very, very close to Big Bear in proximity wise. It's only like an hour and a half away. So we've been following Jackie and Shadow through their little love story, and we lost Jackie. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's been nationwide. So anytime I see an eagle, I think of sweet Jackie. All Hallows Eve stocking. I love, 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 love this. Now, if you don't want to finish it as a stocking, she was very sweet, and she included a chart alteration to finish it in one long piece. And I love it as a stocking, but I think I would also love it as one long skinny piece. So I have not decided which way I'm going to stitch this, but I am definitely going to stitch this. I'm going to try to get to a needlework shop in Salt Lake City or in South Dakota and see if I can't find an orange like this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to see if I can order one through the shop because I do want to stitch that one in like the worst way. Corny came out. This was a special release with Chantel 141. The finishing piece is available through Chantel's 141, and this is Corny stitched on Coffee Stain by Cedar River linens, and it's 89 by 77, and a whole slew of colors. I'm not going to go through all of them. Scarecrow Lane. I am stitching this one. I picked this up when it was a release through I think it's Shepherd's Needle. It was a specialty release, and I got the whole kit, and it came with the drum, the Scarecrow drum, which I'll show you in a minute. But I love every single stitch on this piece. The finished count, or the count, I think I'm stitching mine on 40 count, so it will finish 8.5 by 10.25. .36 count Hawthorne by Needle and Flax. Stitch counts 169 by 205. A lot of fun. And then she did a Scarecrow Lane drum. Stitch count 162 by 82, also on Hawthorne. There are the colors. So yes, of course, I have to stitch this one too. Autumnal sewing roll. I have to show you the photos. This is so beautiful. At first I thought, and then I watched one of her videos where she showed every single panel, and I fell in love. You can stitch any one of these panels independently, or you can stitch them all together. That's how she finished it on the inside. I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless. I like it so much. It is really well done. And then we've got Oh My Bird. This is a re-release from 2023 because in this photo, everybody kept asking about the piece in the background. So she decided to re-release it. And I'm so glad that she did because it is adorable. This is one that I will be stitching this year coming up. And then we've got Find Joy. This is also one that I'll be stitching this year. If you stitch it on a 40 count, you're looking at 13 7/8 by 14. So almost a 14 by 14. It was stitched on Panettone, 40 count Panettone by Roxy Floss Company. I don't think I can get that fabric, but I might have to try to look for it. But in here she's got some other things. She's got My Garden Biscornu. She's got Grateful. And she's got this sweet little ornament here. So there's quite a bit in this book. I believe this was a Patreon release. I don't know where I read that. Maybe she said that. I don't know. So I do have the charts downloaded. I might just go off of that and keep this one for sale in the shop. I mean, I have multiple copies, but it's a gorgeous book, so I'm half tempted just to buy the book for myself and use the book. We'll have to see. And then some Stitching with the Housewives charts came in. We've got Halloween. It's a long story. Now, you could finish this as one long piece, or you could break it up into sections and do smaller pillows. Either would be adorable. It really, really would be cute. And then we've got Autumn fancy strips. And we've got Stitch With Me. This was a release for a retreat they did. And then Not Forgotten Farm released this brand new Jack's Flag. I saw that and I immediately ordered it. It's adorable. I've been trying to source vintage spools and I'm struggling a little bit, but my goal is to find some and have them here. And if I don't, then I might just get regular wooden spools and then do a video on how to distress it and make it look aged. But I love it. And she will be releasing little flags for, it sounds like, everything. And I think coming up is Christmas and winter, so we have something to look forward to there. For the chart Find Joy, let me see if I can find it here. I love, love, love the sampler. I think it's perfection. It's so pretty. I'm considering this one for a birthday start. Now, I keep going back and forth between this piece here, which I think is going to be this piece. And I think I'm going to stitch it on pink. And this piece. I don't know what fabric I have that would work for this one, and I cannot get the Roxy Floss at this point in time in the shop, but I can get the DMC, and I've been wanting to order DMC, and then it hit me like a little light bulb went click. Stacy, you don't need to order the entire line. Order for a chart or two at a time, and order it a few charts worth every month. So I started with this one. So all of the DMC colors will be coming in. I'm waiting. And as soon as they come in, I will kit this up, at least the floss, and I'll look through my fabric stash. And if I don't have anything, then I need to try to find something when I'm on vacation, and see if I can find a cool fabric. Otherwise, I might have to order something when I get back. So DMC fabrics will, I mean, not fabrics, charts will start making their way into the shop. So check back often for that. If there is a project that you would like me to kit up for you that needs DMC and you can wait a little bit for it to get shipped to me, by all means, let me know. I'm absolutely happy to do that. So we're moving along. It's all coming together. Let's talk a little bit about Needlework Marketplace 2026. This is an online needlework event open to wholesalers or retailers. And I have applied to be, a store, like to have access to shop. And so I'm waiting to hear back. If that happens, I will be shopping next weekend to add a bunch of the new releases that are coming out specifically for that event. If not, then I'm going to have to wait a little bit to get those releases. Either way, it's fine. It's going to be what it's going to be. The one thing I'm learning on this very steep curve of being a new needlework shop is that there aren't a lot of people out there. There's no manual that says do this, this, and this. So I'm finding things as I'm perusing and looking at it through a different lens. So I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball on some of this because I didn't know about it, or I didn't know how to get involved with it, or I misunderstood how something works. Bottom line is you don't know what you don't know. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. So I am just doing my best to do all the things that I can do to be a part of some of this stuff. And if it happens, great. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We will know better for next year. So if you would like to see, I do have a few things on my website under the Needlework Market tab. If you would like to go check those out, those are things that I will definitely be purchasing at some point, whether it's through Needlework Market or if it's after, whenever the vendor or the designers open up to the shops that didn't attend the market. So I'm just waiting to hear. Hopefully I'll hear back soon because it starts on Friday. So I'd like to be ready and prepared and have my spreadsheet ready to go and, just go through and shop. There will be linen dyers there. I will do my best to pick up some new linens. I don't know how that's going to work. I have a ton of questions and not a lot of time for answers, I guess, or I'm not getting the answers just yet. I mean, I talked to her on the phone. She said she will respond to my email. I'm waiting. I'm sure she will. I'm just waiting for her to take the time to do that. So that's where we're at with that piece. I am very excited. The things that are being released are super cute. There is one chart that if I can't get in my shop, I'm definitely going to buy from someone else. And it is by the Snow Flower Diaries. And it's a beautiful sampler on a darker background with pinks and light blue. I mean, it's just so beautiful. So that's kind of where I'm at. Hoping I can get my hands on it and stock it in the shop. And if not, I'll buy it for my personal use through another shop. Okay. Short and sweet. Well, let me talk about this really quick too. I found these darling kits. And I thought, oh, I would love to sell these in the shop. But I thought, you know what? Order one and see how it is before you order a bunch to sell. Well, I ordered 3. But you can kind of see this is what it looks like in the back. You get literally, the only thing you need to supply for this kit is scissors. That's it. The needle, the felt, the instructions, the stuffing, everything you need is included. And I think they're darling. I think they would look adorable on a tiered tray. Let's see, same thing here. I mean, she's wearing a yellow polka dot bikini. I mean, how could I have said no? And look, she's laying, floating on top of the flamingo. Cool floaty. So, how could I have said no to that? I'm hoping that I enjoy it enough to add it to the shop. If you think you would be interested in that, let me know. Once I get one complete, which I might take one of these on vacation with me as well. Once I get one complete, I will review it here and let you know what my decision is and see about placing an order. I'm hopeful. I think it's going to be really cute. The packaging is adorable. For the pumpkin one, this is kind of what it looks like. And then you open it up. And like I said, everything that you need is in here. Your felt is in an envelope sealed. You've got floss. You've got a needle in the sealed envelope. This is your stuffing, instructions, like everything you need except for scissors is in this kit. So, I'm kind of excited. This one I think would be darling. And I honestly think on her little flowers on her swim cap of taking a bead and adding a little seed bead in the center of each flower for a little sparkle. So, oh, it's so cute. So I'm really excited for that too. In fact, I think I'm going to put the pumpkin into my bag for vacation. Okay. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Be sure to share the video, like the video, comment on the video. I read the comments. I love to read the comments. I try to acknowledge each one with at least clicking the little heart like button, if not actually responding to you. If there's something that you do not see in my shop, but you would like to see in the shop, please let me know. My email is listed in the description box below. Or you can hop over to my website and do a contact me form. I do see those and I do respond almost immediately, if not immediately, when I see it, because I want to respond to you. I know how it is when I send out an email to somebody and I'm waiting. Did they forget about me? Did they see it? You know, all the things. So I don't want to do that to you. I know that you guys are excited and you want to purchase something, and if you're having an issue or you don't see something and you have a question or you're requesting something, let me know. One of you requested a floss conditioner, so I will be sourcing some of that probably closer to the end of fall season. Here in Southern California, we still haven't really hit our hot weather yet. That typically comes in September and October. So it probably won't be until right before the holidays, because I don't want it to melt in transit here. I don't know how long things sit in a hot truck before they get delivered to the post office box that I have, to the business that I have my post office box. So I want to wait until it cools down. I have a place inside the house where it's cool and that won't damage the beeswax. So I heard you. If there's a particular brand that you like, let me know. I'm happy to look into that for you. And I will be stocking them. I just need to wait until it cools down a little bit. The other thing is on my website. I do have a newsletter that you can subscribe to. So please take a moment and fill that out so that you can be placed on the newsletter list. I don't spam. If anything, I probably should send out a newsletter more frequently than what I do, but I am working full time, so it's hard to get that all together. My goal with the newsletters is to send one out every 4 to 6 weeks. As we approach like Needlework Market or Nashville Needlework Market, you'll be getting them a little bit more frequently as new things are added to the shop, so that you have an opportunity to purchase. I'm going to come back to Needlework Market in a second. So those times of the year, you'll probably get a few more. But after that, it'll go back to the 4 to 6 weeks thing. Or if I've got something brand new, I might just send you an update with photos and a little bit of information on what's new, rather than a full-blown like blog style newsletter. Those do take a lot of time, because I have to think about what I want to tell you, and and then I have to write it, and it takes a little bit of time. I don't have a lot of time. Okay, going back to Needlework Marketplace. Should you purchase anything from Needlework Marketplace, from that page, or really anything, if you have at least one of those charts in there, I will combine orders. So as I'm adding things over this next week, hopefully, I will combine orders. And if you go to $60 or more, it will be free shipping. And then I will combine orders and refund any shipping overage. If you are under $60, I'll refund the shipping from what it costs to ship, or I will, if you hit 60 or more, I'll refund all of your shipping. So keep that in mind. There's not a lot on there right now, but there are some things. Also, Erin and Erica Michaels charts are coming in. They're en route. And Hands-On Design new charts are coming in. They're en route. And they're up on the website already. So they'll be here shortly. You can order them now, and probably they'll be here by, if not today, they'll probably be here by Monday or Tuesday of next week. So you won't have to wait too terribly long for that. If you're ordering anything from the marketplace that I don't have in hand, then I'm going to hold the entire order until I can fill the entire order and ship it out all at once. I hope that made sense. All right, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything that I needed to cover. Have a great rest of your week, and until next time, happy stitching. Bye.